Adams and Daddies Worldwide. Our safe word is Bluntonian, and this is Let's Be Blunt with your hosts, Hot Running Money.
Hello.
Master of Disaster, Master Run.
Yo.
I just love looking at you. And Senor JD who fucks it up.
Hi, bitches.
I just fucking
This intro's great every time. It's like Master Red.
Yo.
It's like my sex life. So much lead up and I just drop the ball.
Just
You beat me to it.
No, you beat me to it.
who beat what to it?
I was beaten. Well, it depends on what subscriptions you have nowadays.
OnlyFans.
Well, see, you know what's fucked up? Speaking of OnlyFans.
Only hands.
Just little hands. You know what's fucked up? The fact that in the stimulus package that they have for us to be
We're gonna
ending.
get a bunch of little hands.
I wish, because it'd be
Well,
better than what they're doing now.
A little stimulus.
600 hands.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're stimulating us just a little bit, but they're trying to fucking criminalize online streaming. Any way you can, like, monetize your online presence. They want to make it fucking illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way
Which
to
is why
literally.
we're not live right now. No, it's not why we're not live right now.
No, but it's pretty fucked up the fact that, like, that's
Well,
how
we don't
they
make money, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're cheap bastards.
We're
But
fucking
it's
peasants.
fucked up the way that, like, yes, people have figured out to make money at this point in time. Like, strip joints are closed. You can't, like, do that stuff, so we have OnlyFans now.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking adapted and overcame. Sorry, our government it still lives in 1945
It's
and thinks that, like,
Really, yeah.
shit does not work properly.
Well,
there
it's-
isn't brothels anymore, bro. You don't have to, like, go to the lady down the street. The mailman isn't fucking your husband anymore.
Sure about that?
Hey, I don't ask
Yeah.
questions. Whatever you want to have back
No, 'cause
delivered to
the-
the back door is your business.
Mail is electronic these days. So technically the mailman is fucking your spouse because your spouse is staring at that screen where they're getting their email and beating themselves.
Okay, then. Anyways, as
Tell
we
me
were
how you
saying-
really
Merry
feel, right?
fucking Christmas.
Jesus, fuck Christmas at this point.
Dude, fuck 2020.
Dude, seriously.
Right.
Just fuck, honestly, it's 2020 is going out like...
With
My
a
ex-
bang, literally.
As I said, it's going out like my ex-girlfriend. With everybody else but me. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, the clusterfuck that is 2020, like, 2020 has become a point, like, in the future where it's going to be like, did you make it through 2020 without emotional damage? If you
gonna
say
be-
yes, you're full of shit.
It's going to be shirts early on in January and February. It's going to be I Survived 2020 shirts. And I'm probably going to make them, and they're going to have the big fucking COVID virus logo, the ball on the fucking back of them. And it's gonna
The
say,
virus logo is going to wear a mask, though.
Yeah, there'll be a mask on it. That's fine. And the shirt will come with a matching mask. That'll be the thing. And
Oh, see, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's one of the big things this holiday season is, like, clothes matching the masks and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and outfits. Like, dude, not for nothing. Like, this holiday season's already trash as it is because people don't have any fucking money.
No
Like,
shit.
our country's been closed down since March. Like, so much for just 2 weeks to try and flatten this curve.
Happy 7 months, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Longest
It's the
relation.
longest 2 weeks of my life.
Yeah, right. This reminds me of when I went to New York. Oh, yeah, you'll only be there for 7 to 14 days. 88 days later, I came home. Jeez, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, talk about a fucking from a corporation.
No, I feel
Jesus
like
Christ.
that was me back in 1983. Oh, you'll only be out for a couple of days. Here I am 37 years later.
Yeah.
Still in this fucking bullshit.
Oh, my God. But, like, not for nothing. This last year has felt like the longest possible year of my entire life.
Oh, my God, dude.
Like, you got fucking blown up over there, Death.
Literally.
Right?
Literally.
Like, what the hell?
Fucking blown out of the back of a truck. Oh, off a ladder?
Off a ladder, off the side of a truck, yeah.
And it's
Still
like,
recovering fucking
It had to have
6 months later.
It had to have looked badass from the outside, though.
if only there was cameras, that'd be beautiful to watch it happen go down.
No, my work's too cheap to install security systems.
To watch it in slow motion, Brent flying off the back of the side
Frame
of the
by
truck.
frame?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
And at this moment, he shits himself.
Yeah, this
So-
is where the shit came out.
And
guess-
here's the urine.
Yeah, there's the pee.
The kid who called 911 said he first walked over to me, and I had this look of, like, I was out of it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
I
you were,
wonder why.
well, you were out of the back of the truck.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you were out of it. You were way out
I
of it.
was moving around.
Yeah.
The other guy was laying down, so he naturally went over. Being a firefighter, he assessed the situation and
Yeah.
did what he had to do, I guess. But I don't remember any of that.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't think you would.
Yeah, no.
You're pretty in shock at that point. You just got
Yeah.
fucking blown off the side of a truck.
Yeah, not for nothing though. Like, boom. Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm completely coherent
I'm
over
good.
here. Yeah, hey Betty, you go check him out. I'm good.
This
The
happens
fucked up
3
part,
times a
though,
week.
he said when I got up, I walked inside, went right to the first aid kit, and grabbed the burn cream. So I subconsciously knew enough
That you got burnt.
that I got burnt. And Spanks, you know, you drive a tow truck. You've been on police rotation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're there before anybody else, so you perform
Muscle memory.
basic first aid.
Yep.
I did on myself. I guess. I don't remember any of it, but
Well, it literally, like, if you sometimes when you get there first, like, I've actually been on one where it happened as I was driving by, and I turned around and like, the dude was coming down 20 in Andover. A lady came out of the side street and fucking pegged him on his quarter. Fucking, you know,
you got pegged just like 2020 pegged us.
Right
we
in
got
the ass.
pegged beautifully. But he, like, you know,
Right in the ass,
fishtailed, hit a tree and, like, you know, up in the air and then slammed back down. Like, he was fucked up sideways. And it opened
Literally.
the door. Oh, yeah. And, like, he was trying to get out and stuff like that. And it's like, when I was a kid, I did CAP, and which is the Civil Air Patrol, like Air Force ROTC for kids that can't go to school where they have it. And I got to do first aid and all that stuff. And one of them was, like, trauma care. And it's like, holy shit, I actually get to use this now. So I went
Almost
over.
excited that you get to help somebody in fucking pain.
Yeah,
Yay!
but it's like also all the years of driving a tow truck. It's like you've seen enough stuff, you know, you learn enough stuff, and it's like go over there, guys trying to get out, and it's like all I have is my work gloves, so it's like I have those on. I'm like I have my hand on them. I'm like, you need to stay, like don't move, like stop moving around, like I'm trying to hold his head back.
Trying to keep him stable. And
Yeah.
I always kept a box of latex gloves in my tow truck.
Oh, I try to, but I
I
always
use them when I was changing tires, shit like that too. Fucking reaching into the people's trunks.
I
You
always
never
had a
know.
box in my truck. I actually might have it in the trunk of my car too. I always keep latex gloves.
You never
but-
know.
You never
You-
know when
yeah,
you're
but
gonna
yours is a
give
different
some-
reason.
Yeah, exactly. You never know when you're gonna have to.
So it's the
fucking-
Satanist. But even though we're gonna come across a goat, that
Being
needs
in the
to be
construction
sacrificed.
field my entire life, they've always taught basic first aid.
They're everywhere. I mean, you drive down the street, like, oh shit, a goat. Hold on, I'll be right back, honey. I gotta go make a sacrifice. And that's how I run over there too.
And you did the chant and you did the dance, and Cthulhu is standing in front of
Yeah.
you now.
Then I go back to the cab, be like, well, that was fun. What are you gonna do about him? Oh, that giant demon, he'll take care of himself. He'll be fine.
Oh, he just needed someone to bring him over. I just showed him where he was
Yeah, I
going.
just showed him his way. That's all. It's not my problem.
But,
to
like-
fucking find him a job.
But like his foot, like because the way he hit, his foot was crushed under the pedals and stuff like that. But it was because of his shoe. So it's like as he's trying to reach down, like I push him back, and it's like, you know, all right. I know he's okay. I don't know about his neck, stuff like that. So he's staying there. But the most I can do is I can take his foot out of there to at least allow it to, you know,
Breathe.
pretty much breathe. Pulled it out, you know, set him there. He was good to go. EMT showed up. I got the fuck out of the way, and they're like, you know, so what happened? And I'm like,
I tickled his
well,
foot.
he hit a tree, and he landed there.
Yeah.
I gave him 7-10 sloppy landing. He kept the tits up, but unfortunately, he couldn't keep it together. So, but
his
you know, the
foot
cop
still
like got my statement, stuff like that, and like just kind of being in that situation where it's like you can tell the EMT, like, you know, he's breathing, he's coherent, he had a seatbelt on, you know, airbags went off, you know, I can pretty much the basic shit you can at least tell somebody so they know, like,
You be-
okay, this is what happened.
You become the first responder.
Yeah, but it's like, no, we're highway janitors, big fucking deal.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
We come at the end to clean up the mess.
Yep. It's just sometimes you show up before.
Right.
Well, yeah, it just happens once in a while.
That's,
I'm sure.
those
I'm
are
sure the
perks of
janitors in
having
the
police
school know how to
scanners.
help out a little bit if they show up before the teacher does.
Yeah,
Well, aren't the janitors the ones that unlock the school in the morning?
they
Sure.
are.
They are.
If it wasn't for the janitors, the world would be a dirty, dirty place. It's the dirty jobs that pay for everything, you know? Just
Oh,
like
I
the
miss
dirty
that show.
fucking year we've had here. Like, starting out in Australia. Like, not for nothing,
Australia.
2020 started off with a bang, right out the beginning. Just
Oh, it
fucking,
started
let's light
off
the world on
late.
fire, and we're going to have a World War attempt. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't it January, I think it was January 3rd, Iran was starting in war with us.
Something
It's
like that. It was very beginning of January.
It's like, well,
Honestly, I would have been more okay with the World War than the Australian fires. I would rather lose fucking billions of people than billions of animals.
I have to agree with you.
18.6
As long as
million.
we can make it out. Like,
Oh no, I want to live. I
Yeah,
just don't
as
want
long
to
as
yeah,
my
we're gonna
kids
get Let's
yeah.
Be Blunt out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna need some, I guess, some heirs too for it to get to.
Yeah.
So not everybody has to die.
No.
But anybody involved
Just
in
the
politics,
politicians. Yeah.
there
See?
you go.
Wipe out Congress.
Exactly.
wipe out DC. All right, we should probably stop talking about
Yeah, we're
this.
getting in fucking
It's-
trouble with
hey!
something.
FBI. Fuck.
Ah, damn
Those are
it.
good.
Can I get what?
We got a cracked door over there.
Oh, I'm like, what are you fucking pointing at?
Door's open a little bit. I'll go take care of that.
You do that. Somebody coming in. Help.
Help me.
18.6 million hectares burned of Australia by March. Bigger than the total land mass of the entire country, like of Cuba. Holy shit.
Dude, that's ridiculous. Literally, imagine Cuba burning to the ground more than Castro already did.
I was gonna say.
Or
like,
the CIA did it, attempted multiple times.
Anyways.
I was gonna say, you don't have to imagine that. Just look at history.
Thank God for Putin and his reach. I mean,
I thought you said thank God for pooping. I was like, yeah,
Well,
I'm
you
a fan
gotta-
of that.
you gotta poop.
I don't know how that's relevant, but all right, we can talk about this.
Well, you know, that's one of the things is that if you gotta poop, sometimes the proper place to poop is not the best place to poop.
Like Iran.
Exactly. Like, what was it that happened that like pissed off Iran for us?
A flight disappeared from radar shortly after
Oh.
taking off.
I remember that.
Flight PS 752 disappeared from radar. 82 Iranians were on board, 63 Canadians, 11 Ukraine, 10 from Sweden, 4 from Afghanistan, 3 from Germany. Not a huge loss. And 3 from the UK, so a total of 176.
Yeah, but still, that's pretty fucked up. Like, if you really don't, if you want to go to war with the superpower, that's understandable. Like, by no means do I think that the United States is stable enough to go to war. Because not for nothing, if we got attacked right now, we would be fucked. We would have boots on the soil, and the rednecks would know what to do.
Yep.
And, like, the people like us
Yeah.
that know the people that know what to do would know what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the rest of the country that doesn't understand, like, just being prepared is
9/11
okay.
wasn't enough for them to, like, really open their eyes and see what the fuck can happen here.
No, they don't care.
No.
9/11 at this point is just a historical event that happened.
Yeah, it should.
It's not even a significant one to some people. It's just a historical event that happened.
It should have been a wake up call. Excuse me. It should have been a wake up call when it just turned into another historical event.
Right.
But like,
It's sad.
think with this people
Yeah.
that were born like recently or like the past 10 years or like that when they're being taught about it, is just told that something happened.
Yeah,
So-
planes hit a building.
I asked my kid's 4th grade teacher last year, because it was his first year with social studies. You would learn something like that in a social studies class, correct?
Yeah.
So I asked him, I said, you teaching the kids about September 11th? And he goes, no, it's not relevant enough for them.
I mean, maybe not.
Well, it depends on what
he
the context. The
meant.
context.
Just
it was
in
being-
general, it was right around the anniversary, so I had brought it up.
They, I mean,
Well,
maybe
the
mention
anniversary
it
is the
then,
beginning of the
but
school year.
That's true too.
Still,
They could be holding it. Maybe they teach it later on down the line, a couple years later. But
It's true too, because
A
they don't
mention
teach
of it
World
would
War
be
II
nice,
until like 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like, I remember learning about the fucking like Roman Empire, the Egyptian Empire, and stuff like that. And it's like cool.
I love
is-
that stuff. The Egyptian fucking. I
Oh,
used to
yeah.
love learning about the Egyptian shit.
social studies and history were my 2 subjects in high school that like I really cared to go to. The other ones I just
Yeah, I like
was out and break out.
I like
was,
history. That was about the extent of it.
Mine was photography and
Yep.
whatever science class I was in at the time.
See, I didn't get into photography until like college, where I went for a semester. But that's what. Well, school's
it-
not for me.
Was
longer
it
than I went
college
for.
or was it college?
No, it was college. It was
Okay.
NECO.
Wait, air quotes was another episode.
Yeah, college.
You can pull for that.
Went to college.
Yeah, that was busy.
I'm
He lost
missing the
his
little mini hand. Yeah, so people can't really see, but
Can't they? We're recording, right? Well, they
Yeah,
will
we
see.
have recorded.
If
okay.
you want to see, watch our recording. Even though I'm
Yeah.
the only
So
one you're
we've
gonna
got these
see.
little mini hands. Hi. Hi. Wait.
Yeah, but see, if I'm over here, I can't reach there, and I can't come over here. So we need more cameras.
So get over there.
How you doing? That does nothing for our audio podcast at all.
Well,
I know, but
they
it's
can do
still
both. Listen to the fucking podcast. Be like, oh, I'm missing everything, and then pop over to YouTube and watch us.
So after,
Jellyfish.
yeah,
Yeah. So after World War III almost started, and it didn't start, the government went, "Oh shit, we
Now
missed. What are we gonna do now?"
You sure it was the government?
Who knows who it was?
Well,
Honestly,
so you know what's one thing we talked about this lightly before that one of my customers brought up is the fact that we lost World War III
Yes.
without a round ever being fired. Was we lost because the coronavirus was released or accidentally released or whatever from a lab in Wuhan, China, which is fucked up because it never hit like the main U.S. media like to be actually talked about until like January or February of there being like an upper respiratory infection. But it was on like the meme bullshit sites in November.
4chan and
Yeah, it was on 4chan, E-Bombs World, Funny Junk. Like, it was there because it was being made fun of as a joke because people didn't take it seriously. But it was a real thing that was actually, like, had enough traction to make it across multiple imaging boards and forums to, like... Think about it. If it makes it through 4chan to the top, like, top of the page, it's got to have something about it.
it's gonna have some kind of legs.
Exactly.
a lot of anon posts have been making it up there. And that was one of them back in, what'd you say, November, I think, right?
Yeah, November is when I saw about it because I started reading about it on E-Bombs World because they were starting to make jokes about the fact of the wet markets.
It was probably
That's when it was being
4 or
blamed.
5 months prior on 4chan, if I had to guess.
That's when they were blaming it on someone eating a bat.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, in order for it to make it onto sites like E-Bombs World, Funny Junk, what the fuck is it, like iFunny or whatever the hell you have on that, like, where you get your memes from, it's got to end up going through the chans, as stupid as that sounds.
Right.
But, like, 4chan and then, like, all the other imagery boards, Imager and stuff like that, it ends up...
chance.
Well, because
Those damn
that's
chans.
how it ends up in there, is it starts on 4chan, because almost every meme you find has a 4chan symbol on it or something like that.
Some sort of identification from 4chan, yeah.
And it's like, so in order for it to eventually make it to the actual websites that are charging or paying, stuff like that.
Big tech.
Exactly. In order for it to make it for a corporation to pay attention to it, it's got to have some real traction.
Yeah.
So it's like
The blackout from mass media.
Oh, yeah. Well, how dare they cover something that they're not getting paid to cover? And it's one thing that I don't understand, too, is, like, during all of, like, when everything started and going to shit and all that stuff, like, we believed, like, all right, it's going to be 2 weeks, we're going to shut down, we're going to try and figure it the fuck out. Like, I lost so much money because all these construction sites closed. And then everything fucking crashed. And then the government's like, oh, cool, we're going to keep doing this.
Yeah. Let's
It's all about control at that point.
let's use this to our advantage.
Exactly.
Oh, it's an election year? Perfect.
And, like, that's one thing that, like, people don't understand. It's like, well, it's not a, they don't want to control you, this and that. What's there to control? It's like, it's not about the individual control. It's the mass control. They want to control many in one way. Right. If they can convince...
With an invisible enemy.
If they can convince 40 people out of 100, they
did their job.
They will control the other 60. Because the 40 aren't in one block on one side. They're spread out through the other 60. So if you have enough of a pressure presence from the rest of the crowd, regardless of if it's you and 4 people around you, if there's 5 people around you as well that disagree, you will end up agreeing with the other 5. Because you will have pressure from the crowd.
Peer pressure's a motherfucker.
Yep. Or you just won't say against it.
Yeah.
You will just shrug your shoulders and says, it doesn't really affect me. And that's what's going on. Is they don't care about everyone believing or following the rules, that as long as they have most of the people.
To me, it's like the when they said like they need 80% of the population to take the vaccine.
Yeah,
to
something
be
like that.
effective. What they're really saying is they need 80% of the population to follow them to get full control.
Right.
And that's one of the things that's scary, is like the fact that people are like, I know people personally who I have a lot of respect for that are like all for this, like, I'll run out and I'll do it right now. It's like, but you already have enough health complications.
Herd immunity is better than a vaccine that they're saying is only 90% effective anyway.
It's not so much that, it's the side effects that, like, I'm worried about.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
Like,
Some people
it's-
getting sick after taking the first first round of shots or something like that for the vaccine.
And another
Is
thing, how
that-
many people actually go back for the next round that they
Yeah,
have
that's
to go?
another
Good.
thing too. It has to be fucking how many rounds?
Why are they
too?
still saying, too, that even once we get this vaccine rollout, you still have to wear a mask? Because we still have to do our part to protect you. Why? Isn't that what a vaccine's supposed to do?
I
But
read somewhere someone was like, "Oh, the vaccine doesn't stop the virus; just stops the symptoms."
Then what the fuck's the
What
point?
the fuck?
Do people listen to themselves when
What?
they talk, or do they just try and convince?
So,
It reminds me of that meme, and it's the
Make it
kid.
till you make it.
Well, that too. But no, it's the kid
Prom night.
pushing the two-wheeler out of Home Depot in the carriage. I know you guys have seen that, and
Yep.
I feel bad for today's generation. He has a
Yeah.
fucking furniture,
Wheels.
a two-wheeler
Yeah.
inside a carriage.
Like you had to lift up and put it in there. Like no, dude, that it has wheels. You just pull it.
you could have put some other items on top of that and fucking took it all up to the register.
Yeah,
Same
right?
carriage.
You could put the fucking carriage on the dolly and
Yeah,
carry
you
that
fucking
out.
carry a carriage. Yeah, you can carry 3 carriages on that fucking dolly.
Right? Seriously,
On
depending
a
on how
carriage
much.
dolly and then carrying carriages on a carriage dolly. Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
And then she sucks 7
Jellyfish?
Fucking seahorses.
Seahorses.
Fucking seahorses.
fucking,
The
you're like a
fucking-
lighthouse. You suck.
Fucking lighthouses rule.
Lighthouses rule.
Crazy. There was once a
Fucking Captain tying knots.
yeah, some knots tied.
The
You go see
tree
him.
monster. I rely on them.
Oh,
Count
fucking
on them.
Meister. Yeah, Baker, Meister,
Meister
Baker.
Baker.
You cannot have the fun as the family. Only the Baker, Meister, Baker can
You know
do
what I
it.
did for Christmas Eve?
What?
I went to Massachusetts.
How
too.
dare you?
I did too. And I didn't quarantine.
Nope.
I stayed home.
Nope.
I
went
don't.
quarantine. I went to
No,
Mass
as long
and
as it's a
hung out
quick
with
trip and you're there and back in the same night, it's okay. You won't catch the COVID.
Oh, that's
people.
right.
Is that
Because
how that works?
well, it's the same as you
After
can't
10
go
p.m.
to the mom and pop shops anymore, but you can go to Target.
Corona doesn't go in Target.
Right.
Or Walmart.
Or
You know
Walmart.
that. Or
Home
the mall.
Depot.
I
Lowe's.
mean, speaking of, just real quick back to the vaccine. This new coronavirus that's fucking.
Oh, in the
coming from
UK, yeah.
So
The super corona.
Yeah, they're saying the vaccine.
That's like the super delegates for elections.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Well,
More
see,
lobbyists.
that's my point here. Like everyone here is worried about it coming over here. I'm telling people, don't worry about it. Once it gets here, we'll just be like, listen, it's not an election.
I
year.
saw your post. I
It'll
was
come
fucking
back in
dying.
4 years.
Yeah, right?
Just it'll be fine. We'll be okay.
Yeah, just let Papa Biden take care of it.
Yeah.
Let Sleepy Joe do what he's got to do.
Yeah, just
Sleepy
tell 'em,
Joe ain't making a fucking
walk
4
up
months
there,
if he even gets in.
sniff the fucking coronavirus's head, and
I know him
Give it
of
a
all
tickle.
people who's constantly he's smelling everything.
Joe just showed up.
Yeah, right.
Hi, boys. You're looking very swell tonight.
Sounds like Mr. Herbert.
That's
Herbert's
his
brother,
middle name,
Joe.
Joe Herbert Biden.
Joe Herbert Biden. You boys are smelling sweet.
That whistle kills me in the headphones.
I know.
My head was like, whoa.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
But it's like, it's not so much the fact of like, because I know a lot of people are like, they don't care. The government doesn't care about you. Why would they want you? You. It's like, it's not you they're worried about. They want to control the entire group.
Yeah.
So that way they can do whatever the fuck they want.
It's
Because not for nothing.
power that they want.
Look at this stimulus package. People are like, sitting here arguing, saying, "Well, it's at least we're getting something." Dude, we're not getting anything.
Shit.
It's going
Well,
everywhere but
Yeah, we're
here.
getting something now. Wait until they fucking make us pay that shit back in blood.
And well, that's the thing is like they're like, well, that's the whole point of having all this stuff. Like they can just print more money. Where the fuck does the money come to back it up?
The U.S. dollar is worth shit now. It's worth its lowest in years.
I think we're like
It's worth
to
about
Canada.
$1.
We used to
No,
be
it's
like,
worth fucking asshole.
dude, we used to be 2.5 to 1 on Canada. Now I think we're like,
0.9.
if that.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I
it-
mean. The dollar's not worth shit.
No.
Used to be Canadian dollar wasn't worth shit thanks to Justin Trudeau or whatever the hell his name is up there.
Yeah.
I guess they're having some fucking. I was talking to somebody that lives up there. They're having. Everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna move to Canada. It's great up there." They're not actually doing too good. I guess the liberals are killing their country.
Yeah,
too.
wicked bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's
it's
the
not-
liberals
it's
and
not-
the socialists that,
Well, no,
that
it's
are
not
killing
liberals themselves because there is some liberals
Well,
that just want their like. They don't have their heads in their asses where they're like, everybody get everything free, man. No, they're like, no, we just want our equal share. Like,
Yeah.
we pay into this. Why do we not get our
I get
equal?
that. I completely get that part of it. Like, if
Yeah,
I'm
and-
going to pay in this and you're going to pay in this, why is he not paying in anywhere near what we're paying in?
Because I'm poor.
And,
not
but
only-
he's getting back 8 times what we paid in.
You know what's one thing I want to know? why do we have a I think it's like $700 billion defense budget? Why the fuck is that necessary?
Because half of it goes to other countries.
Exactly. Why do we need to have a base in every single country?
It's the
Why
same.
do we have to give so much money to other countries?
Like it's did you
So
look at the stimulus, the CARES Act or whatever the fuck they're calling it, the COVID relief
I was
act?
gonna say the We Don't Care About You Act.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, fucking cunt.
Dude, there's $85 million for congressional salary increase. Suck my dick. Just the tip, though, because you don't deserve the whole thing.
$83 million for furniture and upgrade repairs to the CIA building.
My God. What, dude?
Just go to fucking IKEA.
IKEA for fucking a quarter of that price.
Shit, and you
Well,
got some
that's
pretty
the-
nice shit. It's just gonna build it. I guess the budget would go towards building it at that point.
Yeah, well, you would need to because it's the
Yeah.
Department of Defense and
Well, if they
CIA.
get it from Wayfair, yeah.
But like,
Well, isn't that where they get their furniture? That's why it's so expensive.
they wanted to give, I think it
They
was
get a little extra with it.
$22 million over 4 years to the country of Tibet for the grasslands in Tibet.
That's good grass.
$13 million to Pakistan for gender research
Yeah. Like,
in
no,
democracy. We don't have democracy here.
Aren't we giving Egypt? Egypt?
The Egyptian,
Egypt.
Egypt?
The fuck was that?
Egypt?
like
For like
an electronic.
military fund or something? Like
Yeah, so we're giving them $1.3 billion, I think, over 4 years, and they're gonna spend it mostly on
Pyramids.
yeah, mostly on Russian. Like it's gonna, we're gonna give it to Egypt. Egypt's gonna give it to Russia.
Yep. And then they're going to shoot us with it.
Right.
Yeah.
So here we're giving more and more to communism.
But you know what's one thing? Think about it. The people that are signing these bills, okay, how old are they?
Nancy
No, they're like
Pelosi
in
is
their
80 years
70s
old.
and 80s. Yeah, they were born back in fucking 1937.
Okay, so think about it. All they need to do is get a cushy ride for at least the next 10 years. After that, they don't give a fuck.
No,
So as long they can pay off all these countries and just be like, look it, we got maybe 10 years left.
Yeah, don't
Give
attack.
us
How much
that-
is that is going back in their pocket too?
All
Like,
of it.
Nancy Pelosi's worth $133 million.
Because she's the top of the government. Think about that. The only reason she's worth that much money is because she's an extremely important person.
But it does. She stands a chance of getting voted out, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't she?
Think about that. Like, you
Well-
really think she's going to allow
She
that to happen?
stands a chance of getting
Right.
voted out.
So, as long as Trump doesn't concede, she's fucked.
He doesn't have a choice.
Not if it's a
doesn't,
contested. According to the Constitution, if the election is contested, he does have a choice, and if he chooses not to concede, she's fucked because they have to order a hand recount on all the votes. She don't want that. And all the mail-in ones, because all those are being contested, those all get thrown out.
How can they get thrown out, though?
That's... I'm not sure.
But because not for nothing, when the Constitution, when the Constitution was written, mail-in ballots wasn't a thing.
But in the same sense,
If there's an amendment for it, show it to me.
writing
and I'll accept
laws during a pandemic,
it. Oh, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
like what Pennsylvania and Georgia did with the mail-in shit on their end, that's the part that they're contesting, is the fact that you wrote a law specifically about this and completely bypassed what the law of the land is supposed to be,
Yeah.
being the Constitution.
But the problem is that because we have a centralized government, we've removed the actual purpose of what the Constitution is for, and that's to give power to the individualized states to run them shits how they want to.
Right.
So that way they can actually, the country will run properly, because you have to be able to work with the person next to you in order for things to work right. I have a bushel of apples, you have a bushel of oranges, and you have a bushel of fucking bananas.
It's a lot of bananas.
Shut up.
Banana
like
sherbet.
We
sherbet.
all like share so that way we can all get what we want. But the problem is when we have one person in the middle that we give everything to, and then they
distributes it.
they redistribute it back out, then we're all just looking at each other. It's like, well, how come it seems like you get more than I do, but then you have more than I do? And
But
then
he
you
has
just-
more than I do.
Apparently, I have the most.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
It's because
And then you end up in Connecticut. So it's like
I don't like Connecticut.
Nobody does.
Fuck that state.
But
And if you listen from there, fuck you too.
oh,
If you
there's
listen
some
from
nice
there, we love you. We love you. We'll keep listening. We actually think Connecticut's a great state.
Oh, sir, are you okay with that?
It might be COVID.
Wow. But it's like they don't care. They don't need to worry about it for the next fucking 10 years.
But they wrote the CARES Act back in April.
Oh yeah. Well,
Sorry.
no, I know.
Was that your segue? Was that getting us off this jellyfish into a new one?
Kind of, yeah.
It wasn't even a jellyfish. It was really. I mean, we got very heavy on government on that one.
Yeah.
Well, because it's part of what's going on with the whole
shit show of
2020. Because like,
2020.
not for nothing, they told us 3 times that aliens exist, and we're like, but murder hornets.
Yeah, but murder hornets. What all those murder hornets? Wait.
Murder hornets.
Aliens?
That and like, there's a whole
Did they
bunch
bring
of
the murder hornets?
No, we're not going to do murder
Fucking-
hornets. No. Just put those back in the closet. We use those in 2021.
Bring those back again next time.
The Mayans were wrong. It wasn't 2012. It was 2021. The murder hornets are coming back, and we were all fucked.
Yeah, that
You heard it here first,
that
folks.
the world actually ended.
They showed up too early.
That or the world actually ended, and we're what's left, and the world is just slowly dying and crumbling, and we're done.
Yeah. Or the world ended, and we're just in some kind of
Matrix.
crazy, like a construct that the aliens that destroyed the world created for us to live in, so they can study us even closer. You know, the aliens that put us here in the first place.
Yeah,
Oh, those aliens.
the subterranean lizard people.
I feel like we had this conversation.
I think we did once
Did
or
we have
twice.
this on an episode?
Deep state. Rennie just got hard. Oh my
It's gonna go on
fucking
for a while.
god!
Everyone can take a break.
We actually probably should hit the
Oh,
sponsor
taking breaks.
spot.
Let's take a break.
You know. So Rennie,
Yes, JD.
I need lights.
You need lights.
I need a lot of lights.
So I ordered you lights already.
You did, and I fucked that up. So
You want more lights?
I need more lights.
We can get you more lights.
What's the name of the place that does all your lights?
AGC Lighting does all your lights.
I know. Where do you get them at?
I get them everywhere.
Ooh. What some brands you use?
Phoenix, Sound Off.
Oh, so you use quality.
Oh, yeah. None of that cheap Chinese shit that you'd find on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Well, you know, how do people get a hold of you, get stuff put on?
Just Facebook or word of mouth right now, but, you know, it's facebook.com/AGC Lights.
What kind of vehicles do you do?
Tow trucks, plow trucks, anything in between.
You do cars, like, what
Yeah.
were like customs, imports, stuff like that?
Anything. And you bring it, I'll do it.
Nice.
Got wheels, no wheels, tracks, whatever.
No shit.
Gonna light everyone up.
Yeah.
Fuck right, yeah.
Hell yeah. Just like all the fucking pot dealers in the state. Dude,
Get
they're going
lit.
to get everyone fucking lit. You know, speaking of moving shit around, that's kind of the stuff I do.
Yes.
You know, anything without wheels, tracks, hell, if I can get it on my truck, I'll move it. Hell, I've done a lot of stuff with my truck.
Even if it hangs off the side of you. No.
Oh, hell no.
No,
I've
he's
that.
done it. He's done it.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I've moved sheds that are like 14 feet wide. It was a big move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on the road with the two. That was fun having a police escort and the fire department shut the roads down.
That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah, but see, that also shows the quality of work you get. We get it figured the fuck out. If you need it done, I get it done. If it's something I can't do, I know someone that can.
What do you call your tow company?
H&R Towing. You know, you can get a hold of me, 978-476-0999. So, it's,
Who did the lovely graphics all over it? The vinyl.
Graphics look good on that.
thank you. Lindsay did, actually. Craftastic Designs. You know, she does, like, T-shirts. She does all my company shirts, T-shirts, lettered my trucks.
I need a couple H&R shirts.
You do. You also need more Let's Be Blunt merch. You both do.
That's
You know,
not
agreed.
a lie.
Yeah, you know, Facebook.com, Craftastic Designs 524.
You can get your Let's Be Blunt merch there.
Oh, yeah, you can. You know,
If you want to find out how to get to her site, other than using her face, we can go right through our social medias where we have all of even pictures of her stuff that she's done on our Instagram at Let's Be Blunt _pod, or you can go to our Facebook and there's a link right on our page, the pinned post right to her page,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes, it is.
And that's on facebook.com/Let's Be Blunt pod.
So it's Let's Be Blunt Pod across
Just
the board.
across the board, yeah.
Oh, that's the best way to do it. Then easy, pretty much. If you gotta find it, Let's Be Blunt Pod, and there the fuck
The
is.
same thing with our Gmail, actually. Let's be bluntpod@gmail.com. You can send us emails or not, or whatnot. You want to tell us some stories through our emails, or
Can't they leave a message so they can yell at us
exactly
too?
they could if you want if they want to yell at us and tell us how much we suck. Give us a call at 603-347-2032 and leave us a voicemail. Tell us about the shitty day you had. We want to hear it all.
Oh, yeah,
We'll play it on the air. That's the best part of it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play it on a recording. We'll talk some shit about it. If you got something we want to talk shit about, That's one of my favorite things. If people call him like, "Hey, I got my friend Stu here, who's a cocksucker because he did this." Well, Stu, we're just gonna lay the fuck into you.
Yeah.
Vanilla's voicemail took the cake.
Vanilla,
Yeah,
did.
if you guys need a template of the kind of voicemail to leave, go back to a couple episodes and listen to Vanilla's voicemail.
Dude, Vanilla leaves some dope shit. They should leave some dope shit. You know. And speaking of dope shit, let's get back into the show, guys.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I am so sorry. The alcohol, drugs, and/or pills you took are probably wearing off. So I highly recommend at this point you take a couple seconds, refresh yourself, get a new drink, get
Maybe another roofie.
Roll another blunt.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Roofies.
This isn't like Bill Cosby's house at the Weinstein party, bro. Shit.
Sorry.
Wait,
Wow.
Weinstein's having a party at Bill Cosby's house?
Hell yeah. Ain't nobody gonna remember it.
What?
How's that Kool-Aid?
Oh.
What was his
What
name?
color?
The red pill.
What the fuck? This conversation turned into 2020 real fucking quick.
Well, yeah, not for nothing. 2020 has just gone to shit really fast. I swear to God, 2020 is like the Matrix, but Neo fucked up and didn't follow the
Took
white
the blue
rabbit.
pill.
Fucking
Yeah.
Agent Smith 1.
Yeah, just episode 1, he opened the door, saw the white rabbit, and was like, "Huh, cool tattoo," and then closed the door. And that's it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
And then just says Ron Howard. Well, whatever his name is, the guy Oh, Jesus Christ.
The guy from Jesus Christ?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ from the Latter-day Saints.
No.
Wait.
The Advent. The other one. The other religion.
I thought we weren't doing that.
The third revision, not the fifth revision.
Was it Genesis?
No, that's 12th. That's
Super
12th
Nintendo.
revision. Yes, Super.
Wait.
Preparation
Hold on,
20
hold on.
and 20 and 20.
What are we talking about?
Preparation H.
Preparation 2020.
Blow it up. U.S. burning.
Australia burning.
Australia burning.
Every legally
Stop the
burn.
fire.
But now we can legally burn.
Now we can legally burn.
Oregon
That
voted to
legalize
burning everything.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, it's not so much that they just changed it.
Yeah. That way they decriminalized.
Yeah, so that way
It's
they
not legal. It's decriminalized.
Yeah, so that way people can get help for it as opposed to being put in jail and just wasting funds.
Yeah. Which is
I get it.
Focus on
See how it works.
Yeah.
Exactly. In Oregon, they got people that are doing lumbering, jacking without fucking permit.
All mess.
Lumbering.
Cutting down trees and shit without a permit.
Honestly, I hear the term lumbering and I picture like a big
burly dude.
Yeah, just lumbering and jacking. Like walking with like that lumber.
It's like fucking. Oh my god. Jellyfish. It just went behind Ron.
Oh fuck.
I'll get him.
You hit play again.
Oh yeah, that's been going. I just forgot to transition it over from the screen for a minute. So that still had the logo. Yeah, couldn't see us for a minute.
That's okay.
You need
do
it.
that.
He's watching it.
Look at that animation. Not for nothing. All right.
What is that animation for?
The surge in December for COVID, there was another surge. All you assholes traveling on Thanksgiving. You made the surge happen in December.
You're telling me it has nothing to do with the fact that flu season people already get sick anyways, and possibility that the flu test and the COVID test are almost identical,
and the fact that how many false positives with that COVID test.
Oh no! These jazz hands.
But don't fret though. There's a vaccination.
Oh yeah. I love the fact that people are like taking of it. You can blatantly see that like one either there's nothing in there. Like the needle's pushed down already, like it's not doing anything, or that the needle has a tip on it still.
I love this graph that's on here. So the question is, if a vaccine for COVID were available, I would get it. Percentage in agreement. So they asked once in August, and then once again in October. China was asked in August, and they were at over 95%. Asked to get it in October. Under 85% would get it. So the further along COVID gets, the less. Every single one of these, except for Canada, because they're all shitheads, stayed exactly the same.
In India.
We just lost listeners in Connecticut. Canada.
I'm okay with Connecticut.
The one country that was under right at 60%. They were the lowest when asked in August. Was France.
Well, that makes sense.
But no, and they're even lower now when asked to get in October. Everybody's saying vaccine because they don't trust the government. They realize that like Germany does. There's one up. They didn't learn the.
It's Germany.
Well, the last time the government told them to take this vaccination.
Right. That's why I stopped there too. You would think they would have known better.
This week's episode.
No. Sorry.
But it's like
no.
Enough about the fucking depressing stuff.
Spanks, how was your Christmas? Tell me how your Christmas.
Honestly, it's pretty fucking dope. I got a new camera, and it's nice because I take pictures my phone. So it's like
to get a camera.
Oh shit!
Totally new world. We're actually the wife getting Christmas gift to each other.
I remember you telling me that. And it's like
people take pictures of each other.
But
whoa.
We won't tell the wives about that one though.
Can I get in on those?
I started.
Are we doing?
My wife. She doesn't know yet.
Are we doing this?
Oh baby.
We'll do it in
the papa.
Fucking the butcher, the bacon candlestick maker.
I know a butcher.
We do know a butcher.
Do we know a baker?
I know a baker.
Well, we do get bacon.
Bakers ourselves.
Yeah, do we know a candlestick maker?
No, but I can give you something kind of squishy.
Can I light it on fire?
All day. Well, that's what usually happens if you sleep with loose women.
Oh yeah, I get it.
You know, hey, those Arby's roast beef sandwiches themselves.
You said positive note.
I am positive like an STD test. So I got my camera. False positive though.
Yeah.
That was good.
So I got the camera, which is awesome. I like going pictures of random exploring. So it's normally I use my phone, but now I have a camera. I can sit there and learn how to take real pictures of magazines and stuff. I'm giddy like a jack.
I can't wait.
You have the entire time you've been here.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's fucking great.
Abandoned areas.
Well, that's
pictures. Abandoned areas.
Not
your abandoned area.
It's okay.
His entire southern hemisphere is abandoned.
Well, yeah. But you know what? Thank God for showers. You gotta make
sure
you
little hands.
Oh yeah.
It makes my fucking huge.
Are you kidding me? It makes Howard Johnson look.
Can I borrow this?
Yes, Daddy.
Definitely need more of those.
Thank you both.
How about you, Master Ren? How was your Christmas?
Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. My aunt's Christmas Eve. Traveled to Massachusetts.
You didn't get stopped by Bakermeister?
No. Bev Vera Bakermeister to bake did not surprisingly with my new picture plates.
Disclaimer, it's not a law.
It's a mandate.
I actually traveled to Mass myself too.
Wow.
I went to. I might because I'm around the fucking.
He's got the Apple style mic.
Got the mic where I can be like. Oh, you got the fly.
That's why Roger is dead. That's when Roger died. Actually, but anyway, I went to my aunt's as well. So that's
how dare you guys come to Massachusetts?
You come into Hampshire every week, probably every day.
Constantly.
But it's only. Where'd you get your haircut?
I go to Plastow.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, like that guy's. Trust me. Huge shout out Smith. That guy lands it. That is a quality old school shave.
You said he'd sponsor, right? If we end up kicking that charity thing off next year.
You know, I'm thinking about grow my beard out and trying to raise money, and I'm gonna let it grow the entire way out. He's gonna give me a full face shave. You know, I might leave the beard or maybe a goatee, but like shave it all. I'm gonna let it grow.
Easy top stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go big.
I'm gonna be down. I'm gonna be down.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna have to trim around the lips so I can still eat.
I'm gonna let that go too.
That's
you gotta pot it while you eat.
That's what I said. I'm gonna braid it. I'm gonna braid it.
Perfect. I'll just grow my mask.
You braid it all together. You can clip little pieces of like. You don't even need the thing you got on here. You just clip it.
Just get Bobby Pin.
What's seriously?
The show brought by Ronnie's.
Yeah, right. But he said he would
stop that.
ASMR.
Edit that.
No. Don't tell me what to do.
That's an beards rubbing on microphone. I need a new mic. This thing sucks.
All these mics suck.
Stop. But
you gotta reach around a couple of balls. Like stroke it now. Stroke the shit. Put two hands on it. Make it feel bigger.
I'd imagine that's fuzzy.
Fuzzy with a bear.
All right, wait. We're talking about Christmas. Then we got into licking balls.
Well, then we start talking about sister somehow in that. Oh my god. Oh no, because we start talking about going to New Hampshire. I said about my barber, and Rennie brought up the fact me one to do the beard go. So
whole bunch of jellyfish.
It's the end of the year. We're just gonna throw shit together and throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like our show. What we do every week.
I was gonna say, pretty much that's how our lives are. But who knows? At this point, it's just just don't end up in jail.
Right.
That's the goal for the last few days.
Stay out of jail.
Yeah. Don't add to the population. Don't reduce from the population.
And don't let the fucking stress get to you.
Just try and look at least one little bit of positive. Don't try and be positive. Like don't be happy over everything.
I love how it's trying to be positive right now. We'll throw the positivity message.
We're the miserable fucking bastards.
But the thing is, we're not miserable. One of the things is we're chaotic. Well, you're just fucking chaotic. But we want people to be happy because of us. Because of us.
You know what? Everyone else around us is happy. We might be happy.
Well, that's the thing is that
Jesus Christ,
what does he have to do with this?
That was last week.
JFNC.
It's last week. We would like to listen to that. Please go to our any place.
Spotify, Apple, Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Not Twitter.
Please listen.
Please listen.
We're not doing this today, guys.
Please.
Just want you to listen.
We want you to listen.
But Dad.
Just listen.
Are we there yet? How many times did you hear that on your trip to Massachusetts?
Once, actually. She's pretty good.
You only got one.
Her fucking iPad. Go ahead, play Roblox. And if you're good, 2 words to me the whole drive. Some Robux.
Does she play Among Us?
No, she doesn't play console games.
Well, no.
Is that what those fucking weird looking?
I guess so. Yeah, they got little hands like that. My oldest plays.
Yeah, no, she hasn't found it yet. Unless she doesn't, I don't know about it.
Fair enough.
Maybe I should pay more attention.
Yeah, you should check her phone in a while on her fucking iPad. But yeah, you got one. Not as bad. I know having 2, 3 in the car. We there yet? How much longer to it? I'm bored. I turned around and I looked at. Jen drove. Drive still. Thank you. Assholes. Gabby's like. We there yet? I'm like, Gabby, shut the fuck up.
I love you. Please shut the fuck up.
And then we're driving, and we're coming through.
I mean this in the most nice way possible. Shut the fuck up.
If there was a
Middleton,
coming through Middleton into West P, just fucking stuck the horse farm that's over there. And all of a sudden, Gabby taps me on the back. She goes, Dada, quiet. She goes, I five. I'm like, oh my god, is that fucking show? Me, Jen, Aiden, we're all dying, worrying in the back of the van with no windows.
Dying. He's wearing his mask. He doesn't want to smell the fat.
Oh my god. I looked at last time you pooped. Today. I poop every day. I'm like, okay.
You sure about that? Because inside of you and die?
That doesn't sound like... She didn't take the dog with you.
No, we left her. Put it back.
Did you put it back? You were done. That's not what you do.
Yeah, like you don't color on the wall with it. You don't put it in a napkin and call it a fight ball. Do not.
He's a Christmas. That was great. That was fucking
oh my god. That was fucking beautiful.
And you say finish everything.
Oh no, I know that, but
that was perfect.
that was everything. I couldn't.
People are probably gonna think that we just hit an echo.
No, that was fucking JD and Ronnie.
Oh my god. But what about you? Positivity.
The praise the devil. It was good. It was good. Went to my aunt's house in Mass down in Rebay. Fucking hometown. Gotta love it.
All the way down. You went down to Cheryl's.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Luigi still with us? Oh, sorry,
Mario. Yeah, he's
oh my god. That's fucked.
Yes, it's good.
The
wife made a pillow out of my old shirts and got me a new one, which was pretty fantastic.
That's dope.
Probably the best present I got. Got some action figures, toys. It was good. My favorite part. I'm not a big fan of Christmas. I kind of hate it. My favorite. That's
what I hate about it.
It's commercialized. Everyone's fucking with the face on. Most wonderful time of the year. It's the most fucking stressful time of the year.
As a kid, it is the most time of the year.
My favorite Christmas morning.
Watching the kids,
the best fucking time of the year. For that fucking hour and a half. And then once that ends, my Christmas spirit's gone.
Same. I looked at when they were opening the gifts. When you taking the fucking tree down.
Well,
I know some people that do it like day
Tasha, my wife.
They spend the day right at like.
Yeah, it'll be down by the time I get home.
I believe it.
Probably she stayed home alone today.
Exactly. I'm gonna go home and they won't be staying up. We'll look at her and be like, I fucking love you.
And that's why you married her. We'll have it up for a little bit longer. Probably sometime around
next week.
St. Patrick's Day.
And go back up around April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Christmas tree up. 2020.
Oh, it depends on when we might put it back. We'll just write it down.
Just decorate every fucking holiday all year round.
It's a Halloween tree.
I have
St. Patrick's Day tree. I know you do.
Easter tree.
My Halloween tree for Christmas.
Boxing Day tree.
I think actually me and my wife talked about doing that. Just fucking up a fucking Christmas tree and decorate every different holiday.
That would be funny as hell. I wouldn't put it past doing that. So instead of two left feet, he has two left hands.
No, it's the he has right and left hand on his left hand.
Well, he technically has two left hands.
Yeah, true. And two right hands. I'll have it left hand. We're fucked. This is like beyond jellyfish.
That's
jellyfish.
This is the man behind the voice. Sitting here playing with mini hands.
Is that all we can say?
That's it. Coming up out of the corner.
Beautiful. The thing on camera is you.
The only one everyone gets to see. How you doing? You're welcome.
Yeah. It's like you just
we need more cameras.
We do. Basically, I'm talking to myself the whole time.
It pretty much does because it's just
I come in a frame every now and then.
Yeah,
It's like a turtle.
No, I'm up there.
PMT. He's up there.
We haven't talked about him in a couple episodes.
I know. Huh?
Well, because we talked too much. We have the jellyfish coming around, and the jellyfish really overprotective, jealous.
The jellyfish was never invited.
The jellyfish just showed up.
It hasn't left yet.
No, it hasn't.
Will you stop it?
Stop caressing the mic.
I can't help it. Dude, these meetings are so much fun.
You know what? We're over here talking about all the fun we had on Christmas and all the good things we had. How about
call us?
Why don't you guys tell us what you did for Christmas?
Yeah, right. Tell us what you guys got.
Yeah.
You got your kids. Tell us what the kids' reaction. If it was good, if it was bad.
We want all the good and the bad, but we want all your happy stories. And like you said, the good, the bad, which is fine, but it's all happy. It's crappy.
Christmas isn't happy for everybody.
It's not.
Which is one thing that,
especially
people,
this year.
Well, not just that, but people like lost parents. This is the ninth Christmas without my dad. And it's still hard. But I don't talk about people because I know a lot of other people that are suffering with it. Instead of me mourning or being sad over it, I take the fact that I've been through it and try and help them to be like, hey,
I've been there.
I understand what it's like. You don't have to pretend to be happy.
There's a shoulder for you.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like
I get it, but I don't because I haven't lost a parent. So closest I did was my grandmother 10 years ago now.
Yeah, but you
she
still
raised us. She was like my mother, but
it doesn't matter. It's all.
It's a love story.
It doesn't matter who it is.
But like for some people, like just let them. If they want to be sad around the holidays, just be like, hey, I'm here for you.
Don't do nothing stupid.
Don't do it stupid. Call me if you need me. You know, smack them on the ass. Call them and be like, let me know if you're okay.
Tickle their balls a little bit.
Cup the balls.
Cup the balls.
Cup and fondle the balls.
Cup and fun.
But it's you know.
Was that 9 or 5?
Jazz hands.
Sorry.
I mean.
But just let them know you're there and let them grieve. Like just be like, it's okay. If you need to cry, just sit there with them. Some people it's uncomfortable to cry, but like some people they want someone there with them. Just sit in there and you just being like, I'm here for you. Don't worry, everybody. Like I'm here for you. But don't say
little hands. I'm here.
Exactly. You just need to sit there and just be like, my friend, I am here for you. However you need me to be.
That's fine. Seeing it on the camera. Fucking great.
I can't wait to watch this on Monday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so call in, give us your stories, give us your happy Christmas stories.
Where can they call?
They can call us on a phone number. 603-347-2032.
Yes, sir.
So give us a voicemail. Tell us, do you have plans for 2021 to make it a good year? Tell us something good that happened throughout the year. Buy a new house. You know, give us all your happy. If you got mini hands, call about that.
Send us a video. It'd be nice if we get like video.
We'll post them on
we can get video on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, like send us like a video like that or something. It'd be funny.
Oh, I'd love to see videos from them. I'd love to go to our DMs and see fucking. Well, I'm not gonna finish that because I don't want those things.
Yes, you do.
All right, maybe one or two dick pics, but that's all right because Facebook will take it down.
We're looking at
private message.
Big Daddy.
Let's see why they.
Big Daddy.
I gotta see Big Daddy Monday.
Good, yeah.
He'll do his try.
Oh, I meant for reasons.
No,
AGC
yes, AGC, one of my employees is finishing a siren and DVD monitor install.
That's pretty sick.
Yes.
Dude, it's cool. It's cool. Stuff you can do.
Oh, it's amazing.
What's your positive about 2021? Like what's one thing you're gonna try and keep positive for?
They go small.
Yeah. I just wake up every day. I don't know. Live it like it's my last. Because
maybe lift your arm past this.
Yeah. That's definitely fucking.
Not play yourself.
Yeah. Like Jen reminded me yesterday of. She goes, this could have been my first Christmas without you. I'm like, great, thanks. Way to make me feel like a fucking dickhead. You know, I.
Oh, I was gonna.
Yeah. Little late, but it worked. It
You don't
worked.
want to do the pop then. Stop
Yeah.
But so I sat there and I'm watching the
kids
kids
open
open the gifts, and
she
said it to me right before. I'm watching my oldest open up his phone. I sent you guys the video.
20-minute long gift opening of.
Yeah, we didn't get the video. Open. Picture of it.
It took him so long to do it. He ran out of time.
Brand new iPhone ran out of memory. It was in a huge box, which was wrapped, and then the wrapping was packing tape, duct tape. And then that box was wrapped inside another box, and it was every box was wrapped, and then taped with packing tape with duct tape, then wrapped, put inside a bigger box, and it was.
So it was dick wrapped.
Yeah. 7 times.
Asshole.
7 fucking boxes. Finally opened it. He goes, I hate you, but I love you. Thank you.
What was the
I got him an iPhone.
Which one?
The 11. Last year's model.
I actually have a bunch of phone cases that found in the dumpster.
I put an auto box on his.
Good boy.
I swear by auto cases.
Autobox or life-proof?
Autobox.
Great. Although you know what, I don't have it on this phone because it's its own case. But I had this phone that this phone case that I used to use by Unicorn Beetle. Yeah, and it's just some cheap ass fucking phone I got off phone case I got off Amazon, and I've used it on every single one of my Galaxies.
No shit.
Yeah, the fucking phone's great.
That's
I
fucking
love
awesome.
the fact that it's called Unicorn Beetle.
Right?
Like, who the hell comes up with these things? Because I want to get paid to like make up names for shit. You know what I mean? Like Unicorn Beetle. Why? Like, who the fuck came up with that one?
That's just a weird one to come up with.
Like the person who came up with like memes and scientific.
Like Banana Sherbert.
Yeah, like Banana Sherbert, Skywalker. Like, is it like
Gorilla Glue is also one of my favorites.
It makes me wonder what you doing when you came up with the name for that strain.
Probably smoking that strain.
Probably.
That's how I would. If I was the guy that had to name strains, that's how I'd do it. I'd be like, all right, roll me a blunt of that, and I'll come up with a name.
I was vacuuming the roof.
Yeah.
You were
vacuuming the roof of all things. Oh my god.
But yeah, so call us with your fun stories.
I'm just thinking of cousin Eddie saying shitter's full, standing on the roof.
Shitter's full.
A kid vacuuming it. Sorry, gutter's full.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my fucking god.
Shitter's full.
So what about you? What's your positive outlook?
Positive outlook on 2021. I like his thing of just waking up every morning, but
It's cliche, but like
it is, but that's true. But I mean,
having a near-death experience, it's kind of not like
absolutely. When it's fucking real, it's not cliche anymore.
Right? It's
positive outlook.
When you have a near-death experience where you literally could have fucking died, it's not a cliche when it's real.
Yeah,
right? Like,
exactly.
It's just,
if you're just saying it to say it, that's the whole thing with cliche.
Yeah, if Stacy's saying it just because she wants to have like a good Facebook post,
her mom's got it going on.
Hell yeah!
I know that was coming up.
Well, the point was that she used to be Jenny from the block.
867-530-5309.
I got your number.
Yeah.
What was Jenny Craig's number?
Oh,
fuck. Yeah, what was Miss Cleo's?
Call me now for your free reading. Who's the father of the baby?
Father O'Malley.
Oh my god.
So my positive is I just
closer to the mic.
I want everybody. That's what I want.
Yeah.
So that's
be it fucking on. And that's about I gotta say about that.
Spanks.
What do you got a positive outlook for?
Better business motto. Positive outlook.
Make it to the end of the day. Make it to the point where I'm actually untie my boots and I'll be happy with my day.
Put your feet up.
Don't even put my feet up to know that I made it back home and I can just untie my boots.
Hug the kids, say goodnight, do it all again the next day.
As long as my kids are healthy, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not a lot that you need to be happy. It's just The real stuff.
Fucking hate right.
You know what I mean?
Microphone smell.
Well, that's
You
you should probably brush your teeth then.
Oh, it's like a band-aid. You just
That was so gross. I hate
You know what my positive outlook is for 2021? For fucking hold on. Can you mute? I can't. For let's be blunt to fucking just take it to the next level and take it to a new space.
Fuck yeah.
You know,
We're gonna keep the bunker. That's not gonna be
not a new physically, just like a new space.
We're going from here to here. We gotta break through.
Break that.
Break through. Get in there. Just right in there. In here. We just gotta break through, man. Just right through.
Better if you had the little hands. If they were fists.
Do they make little fists? Bluntonian, little mini fists like hands. Please send them to us.
Mail them to Ed.
You can mail them to us. Kings the bunker.
But so instead of doing the live every week, we're gonna do pre-record the videos now, and then once a month we're gonna do lives that you actually see us and interact with us live as we do.
Be part of the show.
But we're gonna try and do as more interactive as we can with the posts and stuff like that. Try and post little videos.
But we need it back from you guys too. Like,
tell us what you like. Interact.
Slide into the DMs. Call us. If you have our personal numbers, call right here. Call us. You need to.
If you have my numbers, don't call.
Well, text me.
If you call me, I will not answer.
Right. We'll be playing your voicemail on the air.
If you call me, leave a voicemail. That's fine. But just expect to get the voice.
Text.
The what?
Exactly.
Zachary Binks.
Zachary.
It's not
Zachary Morris.
Zach Morris is trash.
I want a Zach Morris phone.
Huh?
Zach Morris phone.
Oh, those things are funny. The real bricks.
By the jellyfish.
On that note, gentlemen,
ladies,
like 2020, we're coming to an end.
Badams, Doms, tell your brats no, drink your water, and always make sure aftercare is done properly. Hug them, kiss them, and make them feel safe. Till next year, fellas. Thank you.
Let's be blunt.
Bye guys.